Arrakis can be an unforgiving place, and there will come a time when you need to get your hands on some Carbide scraps and Diamondine dust, most likely when you're trying to build your first Ornithopter. This is an easy way to grab some without fighting any enemies, and when you're done, you'll be well on your way to making better equipment to avoid Shai Haludi and his juicy booty. Or, maybe you want some of that cake. Who knows? You're going to be heading to an exotic place called Mysa Tarill, located northwest of the Crossroads Trade Post and the Vermilius Gap. Your entry point is the cave on the east side at ground level in the desert. As of 11 June 2025, this cave has no enemies, and you're blessed with your first chest, and with a little dodge of the mine that explodes, you have your first dust or scraps, or maybe both if you're lucky. Congratulations. You can just loot this one and come back later if you're scared, but there's 4 more chests to grab in this compound. Inside, you're going to encounter some pretty difficult enemies. If you're still wearing iron or steel to your armor, the enemies are going to wreck you, so it's best to avoid them. I was getting downed in one shot by the snipers while wearing Oathbreaker armor for reference. I wouldn't attempt this without using a suspensor belt and Shigaware well personally, but you do you as long as you can get away or kill the enemies. Now, there could be more than 5 chests around here for all I know. I haven't really explored it all the way, but these are the ones that I have found easy to grab. As you're making your way through these various structures in the camp, you're going to encounter enemies. There's no real way to avoid it. You can try sneaking, but every time I've come in here, I've aggroed at least 1 to 3 enemies. Here's our second chest and our first enemy encounter. Just grab the stuff and avoid the enemy. Obviously, you have the option to fight the enemy if you want, but just be wary of the poison attacks that they have here. You're going to head north-northwest in the camp until you come across the third chest. If you follow the route I'm showing you, it won't take you long to get there. Once you're up here, there is a chance that you're going to aggro a couple more enemies. You can either kill them to get the still suit tubing and the sand trout leather, or you can run away. If you run away, you're going to want to hop up on top of the structures and start heading a little bit more northwest until you see the electrified Shai Halud. And honestly, you probably already saw him when you came into the camp. Just go to the backside where he kind of curls up against the wall and where the rubble's at. You're going to want to get over the top of him in order to get towards the center of the camp. Do not touch the worm in any situation because it will kill you immediately. There is a spot right towards the backside where it kind of dips down and gives you an opportunity to use your Shigaware Claw and your suspensor belt to glide over it. If you didn't bring these tools, then you're going to have to enter the center area earlier on, but you have a higher risk of getting sniped if you do that. So I wouldn't attempt going this way if your intent is to avoid the enemies, assuming you didn't bring the claw or a suspensor belt that allows you to glide over it. This is where things get a little bit sketchy. You're going to have to head towards the Voice. It's a holographic projection of the friendly neighborhood morale officer giving a speech to the cult. It's relatively safe in this area, but we want to hug the wall to the left because there are enemies over to the right. If you didn't kill the enemies from earlier, then there's a chance you're going to aggro them again when you pass the side on the left. There's a little barrier over here, and more times often than not, I run into the enemies that I encountered earlier. They cannot get over this spot, and they do not path towards you. So just ignore them or kill them and move on. Go ahead and head towards the stairs that lead down to the hologram, and be wary of the snipers. Usually there's one over on the left and on the right, but sometimes you'll only get one. This is where the last 2 chests are. You can try to sneak, or you can just run up, grab them, and get out of dodge. All that's left now is making your way out of here with your loot, and you'll be well on your way to crafting some sweet stuff and snorting hot rails of spice. If you're looking for a server to play on, consider joining the Boom Forge on the Necrado North America East 21 world. We have a great community willing to help you out and get you started on arrakis. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing to help this community grow. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.